Welcome to Not Average Cinema. I'm Zach,
And I'm Pepper.
and today we are taking a stab at booking AJ Styles' retirement. I think he had mentioned that he doesn't want to wrestle past age 50, so that this would kind of be his last year of wrestling.
Which I'm
So,
disappointed in because I think to get to age 50, that should allow him another year, but this is apparently the year he decided to go out. So I don't
right.
know if he's going to plan on doing anything like John Cena, any sort of tour. They doesn't seem like they're really treating it totally like that.
Mhm.
But I'm guessing that maybe we ourselves with this booking kind of want it to be something like that, where it is this storyline and maybe a bit of build-up, other than most retirements.
Right. Yeah. And I wouldn't say that these necessarily go into great depth of every single thing that would happen. And obviously, that's fantasy booked a bit. So this would be um, a case scenario that we would at least somewhat enjoy watching. But yeah, hopefully it'll have something exciting. Like you
Yeah,
said, I don't think it'll be anything like John Cena's, but yeah, hopefully they'll get a few more big moments this year. And
yeah.
yeah, we'll see how they do it, what they do.
Yes, so I have no clue how long it's gonna take. I'll go through mine first, which I made this like a couple months ago, and things that have happened in the WWE have kind of made this it's still fantasy booking, so it doesn't have to make sense, but it made like less and less sense with what I did. So I kept some of it that I liked, even if it didn't totally make sense. And I did try to shift some things around. So yeah, now it's not there's not really any overarching story or anything in this. I would say this is pretty weak now that I look at it overall, but we will see. There's still some things that I do like in there. So my pretty much my first draft with some tweaks. I cut it out now because they already did it. I had him and Dragon Lee losing the belts. I had him losing it to the Vision, but they lost it to some other team. I don't even remember who has the tag team championships
Is
now.
it New Day?
Is it
Usos.
the New Day? Oh, Usos. Yes, it is the Usos. So either way, I would have had that in there. That's the first thing I wrote down. Like day one of the year, I'm like, that's pretty unrealistic. That's just me not wanting them in a tag team.
Yep.
But they did that exact same thing as well. And then I'll factor in that he did face Gunther. I'm okay with that. It doesn't ruin anything in my um, bookings that he just faced him on Raw and lost there. But for the Royal Rumble, don't really have much for him. I have him in the Royal Rumble, and I have him running into Omos in the Royal Rumble and rekindling that friendship. And I'm hoping that at some point they're teaming up, taking people out, and he has them on his shoulders again. AJ on Omos's shoulders, not the other way around. Maybe they could try that out. But and then Omos will turn and try to throw AJ out. AJ will skin the cat and somehow eliminate Omos instead, just giving that nice moment tying up their old friendship, teaming up. Um, Not
I'll
gonna
say
follow
I
that.
totally forgot about Omos, so that's a good shout.
I did not bring the Good Brothers back just because I've never really liked anything that he's done with them. Although you can throw them in this Royal Rumble, have him team up with them, maybe take them out, something like that. Just get some closure for some old things in this Rumble. And then eventually I would say he would face off against someone similar to Omos, big guy,
Big E?
Obafemi.
Uh,
Obafemi. I think he's gonna kind of have a moment where he's kind of the underdog. He beat Omos. Now he's got an even big, probably not bigger. He's probably not taller uh, than Omos, but he seems bigger. He seems more destructive. Maybe that's just how they booked Omos. I don't feel like he's that scary anymore, but Obafemi is, and I say they face off. And I don't know if you have to have a winner there, just have a little moment between them. And if you do, I guess maybe Obafemi could eliminate AJ Styles, possibly. So possibly setting up something there, as you may tell. Which I'm a big fan of Obafemi. The very little we've gotten of him, so I had to work him in here somewhere. So that's pretty much all he has for the Royal Rumble. Then I will say, moving on to Elimination Chamber. He got a taste of facing off with Obafemi, and he liked it. He liked that fight that he could sense from Obafemi, and he wants a little bit more. So they end up matching up again at Elimination Chamber, and it's a really good underdog story, exactly what you'd imagine from this match. But in the end, I think Obafemi will go over and beat AJ Styles, beat up AJ Styles, and AJ. It'll be a good fight, and I think there'll be respect between them. And I'm guessing that's what AJ wants to do in his final retirement year is to put over the new guys. And I think Obafemi is one of those guys that is going to be the face of the company moving forward. So I think that's a match that I'd love to see. And then on to WrestleMania. So he's not been in any title picture yet. And I don't think he's going to be in the title picture for WrestleMania in my booking. I hope he is in real life, but I doubt that. So he doesn't have a match. He's pulling the old John Cena from years ago, and he doesn't have a match at WrestleMania. He's got nothing to do. So he's weeks leading up to it. He's making an open challenge, doing all of that. I guess Seth Rollins kind of did that as well. He had nothing to do that year. And John Cena ended up facing The Undertaker. AJ will not face The Undertaker here.
That's where I thought this was going for a second. I'm like, wait, is he having the Undertaker come back and finish his already finished business with AJ?
Exactly. Another boneyard match. This time in front of people. No, but he will be in the ring in WrestleMania. No one will have answered the challenge for weeks and weeks. We're treating it like Jurassic World treats dinosaurs. Like, oh, people are tired of dinosaurs now. They don't want to see them. It's like as if no one's going to answer this challenge for AJ Styles in his final WrestleMania. So he's out there and he does anyone want AJ Styles? He's down on himself. He's thinking no one cares anymore. He starts walking back up the ramp when we get the return of Chris Jericho to the WWE, which I would like to see him return earlier, but I like this moment here in this moment, showing AJ, hey, you do matter. You can summon people from other companies to come here. That's how much AJ Styles still matters, and it will be the 10-year anniversary of AJ's first WrestleMania, where he faced Chris Jericho.
Wow.
Wow.
I couldn't remember if they had history. I was like, did they wrestle each other? I couldn't remember.
I actually did not remember that, and I'm like, wait a minute. That was his first WrestleMania opponent. I think Chris Jericho won that match, and I think, well, there's more to. I initially had more people returning in this spot. I think it makes more sense just being Chris Jericho. I was originally thinking maybe it's just like Chris Jericho, Edge, Daniel Bryan, everybody coming back, just being like, oh my gosh, dream match. But then I'm like,
How
just Chris
about?
Jericho probably
Uh,
makes more sense. How
I don't
about
want to
you?
spoil it in case you are. Are you bringing anyone else back at any point in this?
Maybe,
Okay, well then I won't say anything just in case.
maybe. But so yeah, so they have a great match, and AJ Styles gets the win here. And that I don't know two old guys if that maybe is the right way to go or how the match should be. I don't know Chris Jericho now, but I know AJ Styles can still go. So I'd like to see that matchup again. And I guess if you want to throw Edge and Daniel Bryan in there also returning for the same match to really sell it, I guess you can. I wouldn't be mad at that, but.
Hmm.
So AJ wins that, and I have that kicking off a bit of a feud, a bit of a trilogy with these two. So I think in the following weeks of Raw or SmackDown or whatever, I think they have another match, which Chris Jericho wins. maybe with a little cheatery. I think Chris Jericho might be a little bit of a heel in this scenario after he returns, and I have them rematching at Backlash as well, which I'm going to give the win to the overall series to AJ Styles to win this feud, and Chris Jericho can go do whatever he wants to do elsewhere with some new character he's coming up with. But that's kind of my first feud for AJ.
Okay.
And what do we have? And then, because he won this feud, I am going to say he thinks he's earned a chance at the World Championship. So heading into Night of Champions or whatever pay-per-view is around that time, we will have Braun Breaker and CM Punk feuding over the championship. I'm saying Braun Breaker's probably won the championship. CM Punk wants it back. Maybe CM Punk was out since WrestleMania, something like that. Doesn't really matter. And AJ Styles inserts himself into that situation as kind of a third wheel, but kind of just on his own mission to accomplish something in this final year for himself, other than just beating Chris Jericho. He wants some gold to go out with as well. So that's the triple threat at Night of Champions. And I'm going to say that this match has interference. Obviously, it's going to be a great match. I'm not going to book a bad match. Not Triple H booking John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Bad on purpose, as people say. So this one be a great match. AJ, Braun, and Punk with a returning Seth Rollins getting involved and beating up Braun Breaker, who he has beef with because he injured him, took him out of the vision. And CM Punk's going to be looking at him. And he's going to attack CM Punk as well. So he's going to be taking out both of AJ's opponents. He doesn't care about AJ. He has nothing against AJ. And he's like, go ahead, pin him, AJ. I don't care. I hate both of them. But AJ is pissed. He does not want to win that way. He's got too much pride. So then he starts fighting with Seth Rollins. And then Braun Breaker has now gotten back up, spears them both, and ends up retaining the championship.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Seth, you had to go do him like that.
He had to go. So Seth returns and has absolutely no impact whatsoever.
Typical Seth Rollins.
So then Braun Breaker is sick of all these guys because he's been feuding with CM
All
Punk.
these old dudes.
All these old dudes. He's beaten CM Punk. He just probably pinned AJ Styles in that match. He destroyed Seth Rollins. He doesn't want to defend against any of these guys. And all of these guys want to get another shot at the championship. They all feel like they were screwed out of the win. So then, leading into SummerSlam, I'm just going to say that each of them has to face a member of the Vision to get into a championship match. So I have CM Punk versus Theory, which CM Punk will win. Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. They got some history there, which I'll say Seth Rollins wins. And AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, which also has some history. And I will say AJ overcomes the brass knuckles, steals them off of Logan Paul, delivers a phenomenal punch, I guess, instead of forearm, with those knuckles to win and get into the now fatal four-way match at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship, which is a last chance match. And let's say it's just a championship scramble, so last to pin wins, whatever. And if you don't win it, then that's the last you can challenge for this championship. So a lot on the line for AJ here, because if he doesn't win this, then he has no chance of getting this world championship for the rest of his career, pretty much.
Uh-oh.
So we got Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and AJ Styles. And surprise, surprise, it's a great match. Lots of falls, lots of tense moments, lots of vision interference. And I will say at the end of the day, doesn't matter who wins this. but it's not going to be AJ Styles. He is the fourth wheel in a three-wheeled vehicle, and it really wasn't his story to win the world championship. So he falls short, he gets close in some moments. Maybe he has the last fall until the very end, something like that, and he doesn't get it done. So heartbreaking for AJ Styles. He's considering
And
just
that's his
quitting.
retirement.
He quits right there, right on the spot. He's considering it. He is considering it. And he's just got nothing to do now. What else can he possibly do? He can't get the world championship. He's failed at everything except beating Chris Jericho. So then going into Money in the Bank, he doesn't have a match on the card. But someone else does. The Intercontinental Champion, Oba Femi, is hosting an open challenge of which AJ Styles answers. Maybe Oba destroys someone first and then AJ answers because he wants another opponent, something like that. But Oba Femi is not happy because he already beat AJ Styles earlier in the year and he feels like it's disrespectful for him to come and challenge the ruler again. So before the match even starts, Oba Femi destroys AJ Styles, throws him around the ring, throws him outside the ring, puts him through a barricade, through a table, and as you can probably tell, that's probably the end of this story. He certainly won't be challenging the ruler again.
It's the end of his career. That's the end.
That's the end.
We
They
kept him
always,
around
they
just
always,
to do that.
they always say, "I'm gonna end your career. I'm gonna beat you up so bad." This time he might have just. But that is not the end. AJ still wants another chance. He's like, I know I can beat this mountain of a man. I know I can do it. That's kind of becomes his mission. He keeps wanting another chance. And eventually, Obafemi does give him another chance at whatever clash in whatever country they're at. AJ's always pretty popular overseas. They sing his song. And he will get that last match with Obafemi. And I say AJ Styles overcomes Obafemi and is pretty much the first person to defeat Obafemi, and he takes the Intercontinental Championship off of him, which is not the
Wow.
World Championship, but beating Obafemi, I think, makes it feel maybe even bigger than that.
Yeah.
And they have respect for each other. Obafemi's not a sore loser. You don't lose anything. As long as Ova doesn't lose anything from losing this match, if you can manage that, then that's what I want. So then, so Ova does
Oh, I
not
thought that
get
was maybe the end. And Nova walks off, and AJ puts title on his shoulder for a bit, and then he's
too
looking
late.
around, and then he sets it out back on the ring and leaves and retires.
That would make more,
That's how it ends.
that would make a lot more sense than what I come up with here.
Oh boy.
So then AJ Styles got this. This is probably late into fall, something like that. And I say he hosts an open challenge classic. That's what people love. They love open challenges. It's spread into the Intercontinental Championship now. And this will be another kind of revisiting past matches and feuds and names, teams for him, with the twist that it is also sudden death for his career. If he loses the match, if he loses the title, he retires. So there's even more stakes with this open challenge, and I will say maybe he faces Dragon Lee, his former tag team partner, who does not win. He is not the one to retire AJ
Ugh.
Styles. I say he faces Shinsuke Nakamura, giving them a great match, giving them the best match they've ever had together, everything we ever wanted from their feud back like 8 years ago. But Shinsuke does not win this title. Faces Dirty Dom. They had a rivalry lately. I don't feel like it really ended, so give them a match here. AJ wins that match. Put him against Finn Balor. AJ wins that match. And then Sheamus wants that Intercontinental Championship. He wants the Grand Slam. And this one gets more build. This is more than just an open challenge. You get a week of build. It's answered like a week in advance, something like that. Give it the tiniest bit of effort into building this where you
This
think,
is pushed to Saturday night. Main event.
exactly, maybe Sheamus can do it. Sheamus does not win the Intercontinental Championship. And then Sheamus's buddy, Drew McIntyre, wants to be the one to end AJ Styles' career. And Drew, let's say he's gone on a great year and he's been dominant. And this one also has a decent amount of build. I feel like they could put on a really good program here. So maybe I shouldn't have it just be a one match thing. But maybe it won't be because Drew McIntyre does not win the match. AJ Styles survives, and we're coming right up to the end of the year. This is December, and Gunther shows up. He was his first opponent of the year, pretty much. And he wants to be his last opponent ever. Gunther is already gone, and let's say he's retired Rey Mysterio and Brock Lesnar this year already. In the meantime, SummerSlam, probably not both at once, but and he wants to retire him, and we build this, and I think they get some good promos, get a lot more build than John Cena and Gunther, that's for sure.
They get at least another week of build.
And on the last day of the year, I guess I don't know if a show lines up to be New Year's Eve, something like that, but as close as you can get, they have their match. It's the greatest wrestling match you could ever imagine. The back and forth, all the close calls. I think they had a great match in their first match, and this one's going to be even better with stakes sky high, even though everyone feels like they know. They know what this is going to be. They knew what it was going to be when he faced John Cena. They know what it's going to be when he faces AJ Styles. He puts AJ in the sleeper hold exactly like he did John Cena, and AJ Styles taps out on Gunther's side, and Gunther raises his hands in victory, but the ref is like, wait, what? AJ Styles didn't tap out. I didn't see any tap out. And Gunther turns around into a phenomenal forearm. One, two, three. AJ Styles wins. He pulls the same trick that Gunther pulled on him in their first match just like a week ago, this Monday. Thank goodness that they did that, so I knew how to end this match. Taps, tricks Gunther, taps out of the sight of the referee to get him to release the hold so he can hit him with the forearm and win the match and stay alive through the end of the year. You can teach an old dog new tricks, is what he will say.
Oh boy, I thought for sure it was over.
It ain't over. It ain't over. It's the perfect bookend to those two, and he's maybe the first one to survive. Well, he is the first one to survive Gunther, the career killer.
Wow.
So then we still have he's survived into the next year. Going into the Royal Rumble, he says, whoever eliminates me wins the Intercontinental Championship and retires me. He's just looking for a way out now, it seems. Certainly he's not going
Oh
to
boy, are you
win.
booking AJ to win the Royal Rumble?
Certainly he won't win the Royal Rumble. And I say we have a matchup with all these people again. Dragon Lee, Sheamus, Drew, Gunther, Dirty Dom. And I say AJ throws them all out. And he gets into the final four. And it looks like, wow, AJ Styles might actually pull this off until Dirty Dom already eliminated, runs into the ring and throws him over the top rope and takes the Intercontinental Championship as his own. But is that how AJ Styles is going to go out? Is that the end of his career like
You
you
said it
said
was.
it would be? You were already eliminated, Dom Mysterio. That does not count. AJ won't stand for it. So they have a rematch at Elimination Chamber, which AJ Styles wins, getting his Intercontinental Championship back and staying alive
Wow,
through to WrestleMania.
wow, wow.
Yes, we're breaking all the rules. We're going way too far with this thing. When I think he's probably just going to retire at WrestleMania this year, so this is a bit of a stretch. So then at WrestleMania, he says, no matter what, another open challenge, no matter what, this will be his last match. So night one, main event, they give him that spot, and he's just waiting out in the ring for this match. Who else to answer but
Luke Gallows.
his greatest feud, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson handicap match. Oh man, what a letdown. What a letdown. But a man who said he was retired, a man who he had the greatest wrestling match with just this very last year, John Cena, comes back out of retirement to fight him one last time. He is answering the challenge,
Wow.
and they have a match that's even 10 times better than their last match. John Cena, when I originally wrote this, John Cena had not won the Intercontinental Championship. And I thought this might be a way to get him that accolade. But now, since he has had it, it makes a lot less sense to have this. But
It's
I'm
true.
sticking with it. But now, since he doesn't need it, AJ Styles wins the match. Because it really just complicates things if you now give the belt to John Cena. Because then what does he do? No. AJ wins. He retains the Intercontinental Championship. And he ends the night victorious and the career victorious. But what is he going to do with the Intercontinental Championship? In night two, we have a rematch of WrestleMania 39. The banger that was Sheamus, Gunther, and Drew McIntyre. That triple threat is having another banger rematch in night two. And before the match starts, before the bell rings, AJ comes out and says, "You're fighting for this now. You're fighting for the Intercontinental Championship." And that just fires these three brutes up even more. And they have 10 times the match that they had at WrestleMania 39. And here,
Wow, this is
Sheamus
gonna be a good WrestleMania here.
will be.
We got two bangers.
Exactly. And Sheamus wins that triple threat and finally gets
And
his
retires.
career Grand Slam and can retire himself. And that is AJ's retirement year and a half.
I like it. I like some of the things. I think you said it wasn't very detailed, and I think somehow it's gonna be more detailed than
I don't
mine.
know where it came from.
But yeah, I like it. I like what he did there. He had me going with the Gunther. I thought for sure he was going to lose there. Um, but yeah, I outside of maybe the John Cena thing,
Yeah,
I think
that's
some of it could happen. Some of those things, but yeah, we will see. That is the one thing I guess I don't know if worried's the right word, but concerned that this WrestleMania could also yeah be his last. Um, but
yeah, I feel like him and Gunther this WrestleMania might be all they have for us, which should be good, but going to be a little short on what we're expecting, seemingly.
right. But yeah, I guess let us know in the comments below what you thought of that one. But then yeah, I'm gonna get right into mine. Let us know which one is maybe better. There might be a little bit of crossover of things happening in
Ooh.
ours. Actually, for a second, I thought something was going to happen in yours that did not end up happening. But I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh boy, is he going to do almost what I was going to do?" You didn't quite do it. So,
No.
but I am the one person you didn't say that could come back that I thought you maybe would bring up. I wasn't sure. I didn't bring him up in mind, so that's why I'm going to say it. Samoa Joe.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I should have thought of that. Oh,
It's who when you were saying, "Oh, someone's returning," I'm like, he's not gonna say Samoa Joe, is he? Wendy.
that would be a good one. Adam, and there we have
Got a fatal
A2J,
five way.
Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, and Edge.
But yeah, mine kind of just starts right at the Royal Rumble as well, the 2026 Royal Rumble. And yeah, I think in that he will probably tease with Dragon Lee and some of his I don't know allies and enemies that he's had over the years with little spots in the Royal Rumble. I think he should have. Um, I think since he debuted at the Royal Rumble all those years ago and at number three, I think I would have him at number three again and probably
Mhm.
have him last a deep amount into the Royal Rumble. But I think what is going to happen at the Royal Rumble, and yeah, we've already seen this kind of get started, and that is have Gunther eliminate AJ Styles
Ooh, boy.
from the Royal Rumble. Because yeah, he just been laughing in AJ Styles' face for the last month. Um, he just wants to show that yeah, AJ, I can take you out at any time, and I will take you out. Is what he pretty much is suggesting.
Ooh.
Like I'm gonna stop you at every turn. So yeah, I think yeah. At some point then, between Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber, um, we will probably have an interaction between them again, kind of just keeping that going a little bit. But then AJ will be in a qualifier match against, I guess I don't have a person he's against. Maybe we'll say Logan Paul uh, in a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber. And he does get in, so he is in the chamber match. And it's good since it doesn't really matter, this could either be for the championship or just a qualifier for WrestleMania. We'll say it's a qualifier for WrestleMania against whoever the current champion is at the time, or one of the champions.
Okay.
Um, but similar to the Royal Rumble, he meets he meets one of his rivals in the Elimination Chamber, who is solely focused on eliminating him specifically, and that is Gunther.
Oh my
Gunther
goodness.
eliminates him from the Elimination Chamber too,
This
and
is like
laughs.
this is like the heckler from Happy Gilmore.
It
You,
is. It
you
pretty.
will
That's
not win this match.
it. Pretty much is. So we are gonna get months straight of Gunther
Oh
just
my.
laughing, taking out AJ. He just solely focused. He's sickeningly focused on AJ Styles, um, and in my mind, he's getting more and more kind of savage and crazy about it, getting a little less goofy with the laughing. But yeah, so obviously, this upsets AJ to no end. And then uh, Gunther does not end up winning it just because he is so focused on AJ. Maybe after he takes him out, he kind of gets eliminated as well. Not by AJ's doing or anything. He didn't
Yep.
get his payback or anything. But yeah, AJ comes out all upset on the next Raw and says that he wants Gunther at WrestleMania. Since neither of them are busy, he wants Gunther there. And he is willing to put his career on the line at WrestleMania.
Oh
But if
no.
Gunther loses, he gets no other matches against AJ Styles this year.
Oh my. Oh, is he? Oh, there's no way he can't win that. He can't overcome Gunther.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean,
Well,
Gunther
is Gunther even
immediately
going to
comes
answer
out.
this? Is he even going to
Gunther
answer?
does come out and answers the call, and he says, or he asks him if that's what he really wants. Does he really want his career to end at WrestleMania? Or does he want to last a little longer like his wimpy friend John Cena? That he made tap out. He's still bringing that up all this time later, even though John said everyone would forget about him.
Yeah,
Gunther's
he
still
said.
talking about it. months later. Uh, so yeah, I'm assuming they'll just have continuous interactions up until WrestleMania, and yeah, we'll get to the WrestleMania match itself, and yeah, there's going to be many moments, many near falls, looking like AJ is going to lose this match, and even gets him locked in.
Oh.
And AJ starts smiling just like John
Oh,
Cena.
no.
Everyone thinks he's about to tap, but then that smile turns into just pure rage anger. And he gets Gunther off of him, hits him with a phenomenal forearm, somehow lifts him up for the Styles Clash, and pins him 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
keeping his career alive one more day.
I love
Gunther
it.
is just furious. He rips apart the table and, yeah,
Ooh.
isn't seen from for a while.
Ooh. I like it. I like it. We
Yeah.
both had him survive the retirer, Gunther.
So yeah, so now that he's past Gunther, now he can get on to do what he wanted to do this whole year, and that was, as the legend he is, put on some great matches with some of the younger talent, the new generation of talent. So yeah,
Ooh.
I'm just assuming on weekly television and even probably Backlash, since obviously he won't have a rematch against Gunther. He'll probably face um, one of these guys, but I was thinking he faced like what do we got here? Dom Mysterio. Got a little history with him.
Yeah.
Somehow he doesn't feel like new talent. Kind
Yeah.
of feels like a veteran somehow. I don't know how. And like Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes
Ooh.
has all these banger matches with him. Yeah, probably a lot of other guys that I'm forgetting. Who else would he have? Pepper. Who else? What other
Ooh,
young talent?
Ilya Dragunov.
There we go. He's got a match with him as well.
Javon Evans. No, he might have had one with him. I'm
Well, he's gonna have another one.
He's gonna have another.
So yeah, he kind of faces all those, and then we will say at Backlash, he faces the man has followed similar path to yours from the beginning of your year. He faces Obafemi.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, I've had my eye on you, one of you, more than the others. I want a piece of Obafemi.
Oh yeah. I like it.
So yeah, then hopefully they're having a top time all time matchup. And yeah, it's just I don't know, going about as well as it can for AJ. It's looking like he might have a chance of winning, kind of pulling maybe some would say an upset because
Yeah.
maybe during some of these matches he's maybe looked a little bit older, can't always keep up, but maybe uses some kind of veteran tricks to get mostly wins. And yeah, it's kind of maybe looking like he's gonna have that again, and he's getting ready. He's gonna go for the
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal forearm, and he's jumping off the top rope. And out of nowhere, Randy Orton hits him with an RKO. He's been eyeing this legend all
Oh
these
my.
matchups. He says,
Wow.
I'm the legend killer, and I want a piece of AJ Styles. That way we don't have to have either one of them lose.
That's
We're just
true.
doing WWE booking here.
That's true. They did that exact thing with Oba and Cody Rhodes. Oh
We
my
can't
goodness.
have either one of those lose. Not in his final year, we can't. Even though
That's
I
true.
think he could probably afford to take a loss, he's not going to. Well,
He ain't gonna.
yeah, technically he gets the win, but via DQ because the referee definitely sees it.
Is Obafemi like this? What does he think
Obafemi,
about this?
I don't even know.
He walks on back
He
up
just
the
walks
ramp.
on out of the ring. He doesn't care. Unfortunately, that's the last of Obafemi.
Ah,
I guess. I hadn't really thought of that. Maybe he might get back to him at some point, get a
that's true.
rematch. But
Okay.
yeah, the next thing is yeah, we'll say that maybe on Raw the next night, Oba's like he has too much respect for AJ, and AJ's like, yeah, I respect what you were doing in the ring before Randy messed it all up. And we'll say they get the rematch, get to finish it off there, and we can have Oba win, and they can shake each other's hands afterward. Yeah, AJ raises his arm, shows he's going to be kind of the next big thing. Somehow Randy lets this all go. I don't know how.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe that night even.
Randy
AJ's
attacks.
walking backstage after the match. Oh, seeing all some of these young guys again that he's faced. They're like, "Oh, great job out there. Great job and great job." And then out of nowhere again, even though when we think back to it, it's like just because the camera couldn't see him doesn't mean Randy came out of nowhere actually. But he hits him with an RKO backstage and knocks him out. We don't know. Brought to a medical facility. We don't know if he'll be able to wrestle anytime soon.
He might not
But
make it
then
back.
he might not make it. Maybe his career's over. But SummerSlam comes up and he's ready. He's back. He's fully healed. He's maybe even gotten revenge on Randy a little bit. Maybe hit him with
Mhm.
one of his moves kind of the week or two before, showing that he's back. He's ready to face him at SummerSlam.
Love
So
it.
then we get, yeah, AJ versus Randy at SummerSlam. Kind of just legend versus legend. And they put on a great match. I guess I just looked. I remembered they had a WrestleMania match, but I didn't remember anything about it. It looks like it's not the most well-rated match. People don't didn't love it. So they're gonna make up for that and have a great match here.
I like it. I think those two are a perfect match.
Yes. And yeah, I think yeah, between their couple of moves and their move sets, I think they pull off some really cool stuff. And we'll give AJ the win here. I think he
Okay.
deserves it after Randy messed with him.
Yeah.
And maybe Randy even gives him the old pat on the back. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, okay, kid. Maybe you are a legend, and maybe I just can't kill the legend yet. And then
Yeah.
he teases another RKO, but just laughs and walks away, as Randy's known to do.
Oh boy, I like it. I like. I don't even know if Randy's a heel or a face. I love it.
Nobody does. But then yeah, I don't. I'm assuming there's a Saudi show somewhere in here. Maybe it already happened. I don't know. We're gonna pretend it's right here, and it kind of happens quickly. We're gonna kind of go back to what happened with the John Cena and AJ Styles
Hmm.
match. What happened there with kind of a message over asking if he's up for the fight. Um, over I think was it social media how he
I think
kind of
so.
got that started. And we're gonna get a returning someone saying, "AJ, I'm all healed up and I'm ready to go one more time." And Kevin Owens returns to WWE to face AJ Styles just for fun.
Oh
They're not even
no.
fighting over anything.
Oh, they're not. If they, I feel like they fought. Have they
It does
fought?
feel like they fought, but I don't even remember. Because in my
I,
head, I'm like seeing like him, Shane O'Mac, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, but I'm like, I don't even know if those are all combined. But in my head, they are,
oh
even
man,
though I don't think they are.
I like it. I like the first time matchup, if that's what it is. I like it. I like that matchup. He missed John Cena's tour. He's not gonna miss this one.
He ain't gonna miss this one. They might bring that up too. I respect John Cena. I wish I'd been here. I gotta be here for your tour. It's another match about respect.
That's what
I
it's
guess
all
that's what
about.
we're having in this
That's
tour.
what it's all about.
Meaningless matches, but they're all great ones. And
Yes.
somehow, yeah, Kevin looking great shape. Maybe looks as good as he's ever looked, and hopefully that puts him into a good spot on the card coming back.
Ooh,
But
yes.
since it's kind of a either Saudi or whatever, wherever it is, super show, uh, kind of doesn't really matter. We'll pretend it's kind of one of those matches that just kind of out of nowhere and then means really nothing going forward necessarily. Uh, so yeah, then we go into the Money in the Bank pay per view. Um, Maybe that's what that was for. It was for a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
And who won it then?
And AJ won it.
Oh my goodness. He
So he
beat.
is in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Ooh.
Somehow these things happen, even though Kevin Owens was the first one to put the match together. They're just like, you know what? Adam Pearce is like, yep, we're gonna put a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match on the line here.
It's official.
It is official. So he's in. And
At
yeah, I
least Kevin
don't,
won't have to go through a ladder for maybe the first
yes.
year ever.
So yeah, and maybe that was even in their one talking point together. Maybe he even brings that up. Like, even if I don't beat you, I won't feel too bad because I won't have to be the one going through that ladder. Uh, but yeah, I didn't really have any opponents in this match, but we'll just say it's yeah some version of Shinsuke and Sami Zayn and probably one of the Usos, a Solo Sikoa in there, um, something like that, and AJ Styles.
Ooh.
And who would you think is going to win that match?
Obviously, Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa is going right up that ladder. He is going to grab it, and AJ won't allow it. He does his jump off the top rope up all the way almost to the top of the ladder, hits him with an arm, knocks him off the ladder, grabs the briefcase,
Oh
and
my
now he's Mr. Money in the Bank.
Is this like one motion? Is this a phenomenal forearm from the rope up to the top of the ladder?
Something like that.
Oh
If you can
my
envision it, that is
goodness.
what he has pulled off.
That's
One of the most
amazing.
incredible moves of his career. Multi
And he
move.
wins. He wins.
He wins
And he
the
should have won
briefcase.
years ago if he
He should
hadn't
have.
dropped it into Otis's hands. So maybe it
Yes.
should be Otis on the top of the ladder. Just repaying
I
that.
forgot about that. So yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Otis was on the top rope and he knocked him down.
Yes.
And he
I
finally gets
like
his
it.
money in the bank briefcase.
I like it. He only has a few months to cash in,
He
though,
does only have a few months to cash in. And
according
that's
to his timeline. I mean,
according to his timeline. And he's like, yeah, I don't have much time left, but kind of one of my secret goals this whole year, even though I haven't brought it up yet, is to win one of the major titles one last
ooh,
time.
he's got a ticket.
And now, yeah, I've got my ticket. I may have lost my chance at the Royal Rumble, may have lost my chance at Elimination Chamber, but those times I was dealing with a maniac. I don't have him in my path anymore. Now I've got a psychopath, the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre, in my
Ooh,
way. He might name him there.
ooh.
Um, but yeah, Drew doesn't like being called out like that. And he says, this obviously isn't you cashing in your money in the bank. But I want to beat you up so bad you retire and don't get a chance to cash in. I am
Ooh.
not going to let that happen again. I'm not going to be cashed in on again
That's
randomly.
true. That's true.
And the only way to stop that is by locking us up at Survivor Series
Oh
in a
boy.
War Games match.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
know. I don't know how often the champion has been in the War Games match itself,
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
Drew is going to be, and he's got a band of allies that are going to fight with him. He's got Sheamus.
Okay,
He's
good.
got Bronson Reed
Ooh.
from the maybe broken up Vision,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
and he's got back out of retirement just for this Wade Barrett.
Oh my God.
I don't know why. It just felt like he had to be there.
His friend. He's
It
his
is his
friend.
friend, and he's supported him in these things. So I'm like, you know what? We'll just put Wade. We're fantasy booking this. Wade Barrett gets one more match.
Why not?
He's
War
coming
game.
back, and he's going to be in a War Games match. He can't just have a short stint in the Royal Rumble. He's going to be the first man in the War Games. He's going to go 45 minutes.
Constantly down in the numbers too.
Yes, makes the most sense. No, I don't know if that's who's first, or I don't think that's who would be first. Sheamus will go first, probably. Um, but yeah, on AJ's side, then he needs to find some allies here, and the first guy he's able to recruit.
Oh boy.
Who do you think it is?
I'm thinking since they might have some respect now, could be a Kevin Owens. Could be a Kevin Owens.
Looking back now, the way I've told this story, That maybe makes a lot more sense than the people I end up having. So it may have nothing to do with the people he's earned the
So
respect of,
no,
even
no
though that make
Randy,
a
no.
lot more sense. It would
Oh,
make a lot more sense if it was KO, Randy Orton, and Obafemi. Those three would actually make sense. But
oh
it is
man.
none of those.
Okay,
Because that would
so
make too much sense, Pepper. You see.
that would make too much sense. Does he get the Good Brothers back?
He does not get the Good Brothers back in my story either,
Oh,
unfortunately. I
oh.
thought maybe you would bring them back, so I guess no one brings them back. But yeah, he ends up recruiting a couple people you wouldn't think he would recruit. Maybe someone he even faced during this that was more of an enemy. But
Don't tell me he gets
they've left the
Hilda.
vision. So,
Ooh, the
well, the one
vision.
was kind of kicked out of the vision, and then they brought this other guy with him. And they
Okay.
want their revenge on Bronson Reed.
Okay.
And that is Seth Rollins and Logan
Ooh.
Paul
Oh, I
teaming
like
with
it.
AJ Styles. And then they need one more member. He goes back to one of his old pals from the Bullet Club.
Oh
Someone he
my.
faced at TLC in place of who was he supposed to face?
Who
Bray
was
Wyatt, Sister
yeah, Bray
Abigail.
Wyatt.
He was supposed to face Sister Abigail, but he's
Oh
unable to compete.
my.
He had to face this guy instead, or was it the other way around?
He had to face the pumpkin demon.
Finn Balor. But he is gonna be too sweet, and he is gonna go get Finn
Ooh.
Balor to team with him. We're trying to bring Finn back a little bit, I guess, giving him another chance here. So we've got this matchup. It's kind of going like you'd expect it to go. The heels are probably winning this match. They're all kind of a little bit heftier, beefier. Um, but yeah, the veterans kind of on the other side, Logan Paul included as a veteran. Uh, maybe are able to pull off a couple sneaky moves, some team up moves, and are kind of taking it back. But then I don't know exactly what weapon, but we will say someone is getting someone is who's gonna do it? Drew. Might as well be Drew.
Yeah.
Maybe a kendo stick. And he's just beating all of them up. He somehow come back, beating them all up. Maybe grabbing a chair. He's gonna try to end AJ's career. He's got him in the concerto phase.
Oh.
Logan Paul laying on the ground, digs into his trousers, tosses AJ the brass knucks. AJ puts him on and knocks Drew out.
Oh my God.
Once Drew is down,
Uh-oh.
lifeless.
Uh-oh.
Where's my money in the bank briefcase? He tries to cash it and they're just chaos. They don't know if they've got to lift up the cage. They don't know what to do. Just all these shenanigans happen. He had slid the brass knucks kind of back in Logan Paul's direction. Drew's on the ground, obviously knocked out. They finally get it all set up. AJ trying to do the phenomenal forearm that's kind of gotten him everywhere this whole year. Jumps up. The Money in the Bank match has started. Jumps up. Drew clocks him with the brass knucks that he picked up
Oh my gosh.
and pins AJ Styles to win or to retain his championship and win the match. Somehow they
Oh,
combine both of them.
that's why I was confused. I'm like, well, is this the same match? Two matches at once?
We
What's
don't
going
know.
on?
That's
Oh,
why we're making
oh.
new rules. That is the rule that both matches are still happening.
Could any of the other people win the championship? Were they
Luckily, we
good to
won't have to worry about that.
luckily? Oh man. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
Jeez.
He might
Drew
just
wasn't going to
retire.
let that happen. Drew was not going to let that happen to him again. And he's laughing. He thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. Ugh.
I can't believe it. Yeah. Did he just retire out of sadness then? Depression?
You'd think he's going to on the next night on Raw. You think he's maybe going to. He asks for Drew to come out. He says he's got to ask him something. And brings Drew out. He asks him if he can have one more shot at that title.
Ooh.
Drew immediately kind of says, "No, you don't get a shot. You lost. You lost to me. You lost your team the match. Like I told you you were going to. I wasn't going to allow you to take the belt off me with a Money in the Bank briefcase again. And yeah, just not gonna do it. You might as well just be done now. Be done with your career." And AJ's like, "Sure, I'll put my career on the line for the belt, for a chance at the title. One last time." Drew thinks about it. Thinks about it. He says, "You're gonna have to get down on your knees and beg."
Oh my gosh, what a heel. What a heel.
AJ gets down on his
Uh-oh.
knees, and actually begs him to give
Oh.
him a chance. Drew says, "Wow, I didn't think you would ever do that. I guess I will give you your match."
Oh.
And then AJ smirks a little bit, laughs,
Uh-oh.
and nuts him right in the crotch. But it's official because he said it
He said
was.
it. He said it.
So he kind of got his revenge a little bit there.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, since he made him big, Adam Pearce felt a little sorry. So he asked AJ what stipulation he wants on this match.
Oh boy.
AJ says, "Well, since a ladder match is what gave me this opportunity in the first place,
Ooh.
let's bring back the TLC pay-per-view and have ourselves a tables, ladders, and chairs match."
Yes.
So yes, it is AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre, career versus title, in a
Ooh.
tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That was always near the end of the year anyway. It fits.
Yeah, bringing
It
it
fits.
back.
Oh man.
And yeah, so the match is going on. It's a really great match again. Obviously, in my booking, he's just going to have non-stop banger matches, even though it's very unlikely that they're all going to be great. He is a little older. Probably not all going to be amazing matches, but I'm hoping most of them are. And yeah, I think at some point in the match, Drew is going to take him out, put him through some tables. It's looking like he's got no chance at all. Drew's climbing up the ladder, making his way up, smiling. He's like, "I'm retiring AJ Styles. I'm going to be the one to do it." And Gunther's music hits. He said he would not be in a match against AJ Styles, but he never said anything about not interfering in a match that
Oh
AJ
my
Styles was in.
gosh.
He goes in, takes Drew off the ladder, chokes him out, brings AJ's body up onto the ladder, sees that he can't move, can't get him up there. He's been beat up too much. Gunther goes up, grabs the belt, and slams it down onto
Oh
AJ
my.
Styles. And they say AJ Styles has won the match.
What? What is Gunther doing? Why would he do that? He hates AJ
He
Styles.
hates him. He really does.
Oh man.
And
Drew is
everyone's wondering, so what happens? Is his career over? What's going on here? We all thought he'd be done this year. And much like your predictions, he's going into another year.
Oh
Because Gunther on the next night, which is, we'll say, like January 1st, the first day in the new year, says, "I said, or I was going to be," because yes, much like yours, we'll say he retired Brock Lesnar, and instead of Ray, we will say, we'll go Chris Jericho. That way he gets a mention in this
Ooh.
story.
Okay.
So he's already retired a couple more people. He's got a list, and he checks it twice. But he's like, "I wanted AJ for myself. I could not let Drew be the one to end him. So I needed another shot at him. Even if it meant prolonging his career, and it makes me sick to do it. I respect the ring too much, and I want to be the one to retire him." Obviously, Drew did not like this either, so they all kind of get into a scuffle. So at Royal Rumble of 2027, we've got a triple threat of Gunther versus Drew versus AJ Styles.
Oh man. Ooh.
And yeah, in the match, unfortunately, Drew wins the title.
Oh my goodness.
Gunther and AJ are too focused on each other. Drew is able to take the title back. He gets that title. Um, and yeah, it's looking like, well, now what does that mean for AJ Styles? Is he going
Yeah.
to keep going? He wasn't the one pinned. We'll say Gunther was the one pinned there. Um,
Mhm.
and we're just wondering, so is AJ going to keep going then? What's happening here? He didn't really lose. He didn't keep the title. Who knows what he'll do? So yeah, eventually then we get to Elimination Chamber, and I guess I had forgotten. I think I had him face Shinsuke then again, but he will just face Shinsuke Nakamura one last time.
Okay.
Two legends again, giving him the shot there. Um, then in the Elimination Chamber, much like the previous year, Gunther is in the Elimination Chamber match,
Oh boy.
and kind of he's in that match, Drew McIntyre match in the Elimination. It's for the title. And
Okay.
much like just a couple months ago, AJ interferes in this match and
No.
helps Gunther win the
What?
title.
What? Oh my goodness. Oh
It
my
looks at
goodness.
first like he's just going to screw him, take him out like he did in the last one. But yes, he ends up helping him win.
Wow.
Just so they can have one more time at WrestleMania. Career versus title. Gunther versus AJ. And I'm very much hoping Gunther and AJ put on great matches because otherwise this is going to be terrible. This whole thing is going to be terrible. Um, but yeah, then we get another great match. And unfortunately, in this one, he tries to go back to his old trusty that's been helping him all year long. His phenomenal forearm. Gunther grabs him, locks him in the hold. He doesn't smile. He doesn't do anything. He just passes out. Got nothing left. He gave it his all. And AJ Styles loses. Gunther wins, retains the title, and retires AJ Styles.
Oh man. I uh, I like it. I think that that is I think that's the more likely ending point for of our two.
A
I
little
think
more
that
likely than John Cena, maybe.
I think so. I
Slightly.
think so. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think it might just happen this year.
Yeah. I hope not, but I could see that definitely
Yeah.
happening, something like that.
I'm surprised. I'm
Um,
surprised Drew McIntyre doesn't interfere in this match. Can we draw it out? It's another triple threat. Oh, poor Drew McIntyre getting screwed and screwed.
I was thinking as I was thinking about that, I'm like, oh, this is giving Drew the belt and losing a lot of times. I'm like, in my booking, I'm thinking, is this the guy? Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna make the next John Cena, Ric Flair esque
That's true.
18-time world champion? I'm like, if we're going to, and we want it to be Drew, this is
That's
gonna
true.
help that a lot. Putting it on him, swapping the belt back and forth on him.
Yeah, that's true. He's got like 4 or 5 already. 6, 7, 8, 9. He'd be at like 10 by the end of this.
I hope so.
Oh
That was the
man.
whole point of this. This whole thing wasn't Gunther or AJ at all. It was just to set Drew up.
Oh man. I like it. I like it. I like that you got some of these names that I didn't even think of with like Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Oh man, I want to see it. And War Games match with a Money in the Bank cash in. The chaos, the trying to figure out what's even going on.
Well, that's why I'm like, I just because I don't.
It's
That's why I'm like, I don't think
interesting.
champions have really been in it, and I for sure I don't remember any cash-ins or anything. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think they would even know what to do. So the chaos just gives Drew that little bit of time that he needs to
Yeah.
notice, see those knucks.
That's true. That's true. I like it. I like we both had AJ using Logan Paul's brass knuckles. That will happen. We know that for sure.
Yes, and then when you were kind of getting near the end of the year and you had him going against Drew as well, I was like, is he going to have Gunther interfere? Is he going to have Gunther interfere? Are we going to both have Gunther interfere to stop someone else
I was
from
I was
retiring him?
I was considering because I wanted that Sheamus, Gunther, Drew to kind of be the match that gets
Mm,
handed the Intercontinental. So I wanted them to be his last three kind of big opponents. And I'm
mm.
like, I kind of want them to kind of maybe interfere and fight with each other, but then that would maybe kind of hurt the matches or take away from it a little bit. But I mean, it was close to almost being kind of like what you did there. So I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
And Drew,
I hope I could see it being the end at WrestleMania, and I guess if that's what it is, it
yeah,
just is what it is. But I would like to see one more, one more year, one more run of them, and
yeah,
I would like it. There's something more final about ending at a WrestleMania.
yeah,
Like, I think that's maybe one of the hard parts of accepting that was John Cena's last match. Is it's
yeah,
just like it just feels like such a weird, like, sure, I get like the year ends then. For a lot of people, that does seem like a final thing, like the average person. But a
yeah,
wrestling fan, it feels like the year actually ends at WrestleMania and kind
yeah,
of begins again. So I think that's just what makes it hard to think of it ending at any other point. I don't know.
yeah. I agree with that. It does really feel like it ends at WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, both with their first retirements, uh, went out at WrestleMania, and I feel like those felt very, very final.
Mhm.
And yeah, either
And I
way, I
think I
hope.
just want it to be more than 3 months.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
So
Uh,
hopefully they give him something, something fun to do. Yeah, even if it does end up being Gunther, I kind of hope if that's the case, and it is this year, I hope he does something else outside of just Gunther for
yeah.
3 months, but
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know who you'd like to see AJ face off against in his final year. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on that WWE popcorn.